Hello and welcome to episode 5 of the Deathscography podcast. My name is Jeremy.
And I'm Jeff.
And today we have a special guest co-host, Richie. I should have asked you this before we started recording. How do you say your name? Schnellbacher?
You said it right. Yeah, Richie Schnellbacher.
Yes.
That's it. Yeah, you got it, man.
I totally meant to ask you that before we started.
That's
'cause I was
totally
like,
fine.
Perfect. Good.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. My mom's maiden name is like really crazy to like, anyway. So yeah, my name's Jeremy. That's Jeff and that's Richie. And we're here on the Deathscography podcast. This is episode 5. We are going to be talking about the 5th release in the Deathwish Records discography. That is kind of what our format for the show is. If you haven't listened to the past couple episodes.
What are you doing?
What?
I'm asking them. What are they doing? Why are they jumping
Oh, I thought
in?
you said, what are you doing?
I did. I was finishing your sentence. I was saying, if you haven't listened to the past 4, what are you doing? Why are you here? And in fact, not there.
Yeah.
I'm going to start on episode 5, I think.
Yes.
Well, I mean, people might be really into Damage. I mean, I've never heard of them before, but other people might have. Anyways, before we get into that, Richie, I'm going to ask you a couple questions.
Yes.
We met a couple years ago when you were playing in the Gainesville band Shark Anatomy.
Yes.
Were you in any bands before that, or was that like your? I mean, I don't think it was your first band, but you know what I mean. Like,
no, I've played in bands in South Florida before, whereas I basically grew up. So that was the first band I was in Gainesville outside.
gotcha. Yeah, because that's how we met, and I didn't know. So
Yep. Yeah, I played in a band before that, because I lived in Gainesville twice as my second time, so I volunteered at Wayward Council. Yeah, so I played in a really short-lived band called Keg Stand for a little bit. So
Sick.
good name, classic name.
Yeah, our first show was St. Patrick's Day at Wayward Council.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Well, now you're currently in the band Articles.
Yeah.
You guys are great, but
Thank you.
you have I just wanted to mention right here at the top of the show, you have a new single.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we put out
EP.
Yeah, we put out a couple songs that we had as kind of like a stopgap before the next time we record. So yeah, it's a couple songs we had.
It's cool stuff.
Yeah,
it's
thank
out
you.
there on Spotify and Bandcamp and shit. So please check it out.
Yeah.
And then the last thing I was gonna say is you guys got a new member.
Yes.
The tall man.
The tallest man.
The tallest man in
tallest
the world.
man in Gainesville.
Eric, he's in that band. Jeff, he's in that band You Vandal as well.
Yeah.
But he recently joined Articles on bass because your old bass player moved, and I'm very sad about it.
He's a guest
Justin.
you got to get for this podcast too.
Honestly, yeah.
You got to have him on your list because he loves nerding out about music just as much as I do. So
he's on the short list. I definitely think he's already listened to the episodes.
Yeah.
So hi, Justin, if you're listening to this one. All right. Well, let's.
Oh, he will. He's going to eat this up. He loves Deathwish stuff. He totally is going to eat this up.
All right. Well, let's just get right into it. This episode we are talking about, like I said, top of the show, the 5th Deathwish release, which is the album Final by the band Damage. Have either of you guys heard of this band before?
They were on the sampler, right? The
that's right.
3.
That's right. They were on.
Yeah, Damage had a song on Fighting Music Volume 1. Which
that's right, Richie. You got to check that out.
I need to check that out. Yeah, apparently it's a life changer.
Yeah, we did it. Our 3rd episode on that. When that episode goes up, there's be a link to a playlist I made. It's
awesome.
the best album title of all time.
Did your CD show up, Jeremy, or is it still?
No, it's still in limbo.
Jeremy bought the CD.
Nice.
Yeah.
But I guess besides that compilation, I had actually never heard of them before.
Me either.
No, this is the first time I heard of them too.
Yep.
I mean, but to be honest, we who would have guessed another short-lived band on this early Deathwish shit?
Right.
Like every band is like they break up after a year after releasing one of their records early on Deathwish. I mean, I'm pretty sure that this band existed for like 2 years, put out this record, broke up.
Wait,
afterwards.
it was their last record?
So, okay. We'll get into this now. This
I
is
was
my
going to
favorite
say,
thing.
I could go. Yeah, I did some research on this band too.
This is my favorite thing about this band. They existed for like 2 years, put this record out as their quote final record, essentially.
Yes.
But then they reunited in 2003 as, and I'm not shitting you, Damage 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Yeah.
surprised. I'm not surprised by that.
No, it's amazing. It's incredible.
because
Every band needs to do that.
I'm not surprised by that because the first song on this record is called "Damn Tro."
I know, it's such a good title. I love it. I love it. It's so good. Yeah. I mean,
Man.
I was gonna say they reunited as Damage 2, and they put out another EP through the Vocalist label. Like he put it out himself, but it's like when I was looking them up, I was like, who is Damage 2? And their logo looks a lot like Damage.
Exactly.
Is it the number 2 or is it TOO?
It is II.
If it had only been TOO, that would have been amazing.
Damage as
also.
well.
Exactly. Yes.
Damage Damage.
Fucking Christ. But so technically this is the last release by Damage. Which is, we were joking about it on the last episode because that's been happening. But also because the record is called Final. So it was just like a little ironic that it was their final release.
Maybe they meant to. Maybe they knew it was going to be the end. Like maybe they knew it was the last thing they were doing.
They seemed like they followed like the same trajectory as a lot of hardcore bands do. It's like you put out a couple 7 inches, a couple tapes, and then you're done.
Right.
I mean, to be honest, that is the dream.
Yeah, exactly.
You put out a demo, you put out a 7-inch, and you break up. Like that's the best thing.
Which is probably why none of my bands have been immortalized yet. Like because
we just keep going.
My bands don't break up. So like
people just care. People care more after you break up.
Exactly.
You got to either keep going for like 20 years like Terror did, or or break up immediately.
You just outlast the hate.
Yes.
I mean, seriously, people used to shit on Terror all the time. And then one day they put out another record and they're the biggest band in hardcore again.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just very, very wild. Okay. But yeah, so when I was originally looking up this record, everything always had it as like a like they always claimed it was a full length or whatever, and definitions aside, this record is pretty fucking short.
Yeah, it's a 7-inch. Its physical copy is a 7-inch.
Right.
Exactly. So like on Spotify, you have they have a bunch of live demo or live songs and demos attached to it to make it something like 20 something songs.
Yeah, on Spotify, it's like I looked at it and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like actually only like 7 songs.
Right.
Yeah. They have the 7-inch is like on Spotify, it's 9 songs by itself because Damn Tro. And then the last song, there's like a whole song of silence. And then
it's called The Shadow.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah, it is just like,
when I was listening to it, I was like, what is this? It's like, I think on the first episode that you guys talked about how, like, were you guys into Korn at all?
I was.
Jeff was,
so like the Follow the Leader record.
Yeah,
when there's like 16 songs of silence before it kicks in. Yes. Yep. Immediately I was like, what is this?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just weird because I think we actually mentioned it is like bands, used to do that. They did all this, the silence and stuff. And like nowadays you can't really do that because people will just be like, oh, this is a 12-minute long song. I'm going to skip or whatever.
I'm going to fast forward through it. I'm just going to drag the cursor through it.
Yeah. There's no point in doing that anymore.
Exactly. Well, but yeah, straight off, I gotta fucking say, I love the Damn Tro.
It got me going. I want to see this band live.
Yeah, exactly.
I know they're broken up already, but
yeah, it was like driving when I was listening to it, and I was like trying to side in my car, but
yeah, you're like it's like 2-stepping, but you're sitting down. It doesn't work. Yeah. It doesn't work too well.
It's just there's something about that, like just like floor tom driving beat where you're just like, yes, this is I want it.
When the guitar solo,
dude,
I love it.
That was one of my notes. I was like, kick-ass guitar solo for the opener.
Same thing. I said,
I like that they put that in the opening. Like they put it in. It's like, obviously they open their live sets with this song also.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
So like,
of course.
It's like a side to side, but then like out front, there's this fucking shred solo.
Yep.
And I was like, I feel like it's a very strong way to set the mood because it's like, oh, this is a hardcore band that is very reminiscent of other things. Oh, they also have because this record could have been exactly the same without those leads.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
They could have put the record out without, like, bands put this record out without that, but I feel like having a shredder showcased on these songs like makes it even better for me.
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say it grabbed all of our attention. Like that was the first thing we all brought up. So it's like, oh yeah, you're doing something right. Like,
yeah, my note says love the ripping solo. Like, I mean, it's just I don't know. You know, this like the first note I made like when I was just first listening to this album was just this is a hardcore record. Period. Like it's a hardcore record through and through, which can be to its detriment. You know, if you put this record up against a bunch of other hardcore records, besides like, I mean, the solos are definitely the standout thing, and the vocals, maybe not. I don't love the vocals. I mentioned that, and I remember on the compilation, I don't love the vocals, and so that kind of stands out in a different way. But like, you know, it is a hardcore record through and through. It's the first like kind of hardcore record on Deathwish so far, like as a pure hardcore record.
Right.
I don't know, man. I did enjoy it in the sense of like, it was so it was different than the last couple of releases we've listened to. And it definitely, I think, Jeff, you mentioned it when we were talking about fighting music a couple episodes ago. This band should be on Fighting Music 1.
Yeah, absolutely.
It makes sense.
You would expect this band, these songs to appear on a sampler called Fighting Music. Like these are like,
absolutely
just like
for sure.
Like when it was playing, I in my head was seeing just like, you know, this is hardcore. Just like people going like just in like a shotgun venue, just like destroying everybody on the sides, you know.
I could see that too.
People with Mongo Stomp tattooed on their feet. You know.
No, 100%.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if like, because this band was from Massachusetts and Deathwish is from Massachusetts. So I'm wondering if it's just like, you know, helping out friends, putting out your friend's record, like, especially in this infancy. It's the fifth release.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of these early releases. I mean, we've said this 1,000 times. It's like it seems that they're kind of picking and choosing from their area. Which totally makes sense.
Yeah, go with what you know.
Yeah,
they were not the behemoth they are today, where they're artists span across the world.
Behemoth isn't on this label.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Anyway,
but yeah, so it makes sense that they would find this. I think, I was gonna say they're from that area, and it totally makes sense that they would be on the label. I will say another note I had is like we were talking about when I first researched it, I thought this was going to be a longer record, so I was like making dinner and listening to it, and all of a sudden it's just done. It's really short. And like I was just like halfway through cooking, and I was fully expecting to keep going. I was like, hold on, and so because of that, I actually listened to it like a bunch.
It's short and
I
sweet.
was able to exactly.
Yeah.
It's like that makes it's like a strong case for the EP, man, like because LPs can get really boring, and they can also like it takes a long time to listen to them, not all the time, but I love this. I love how short it is. Because I think I would probably get a little tired of this on an LP.
Well, a lot of bands like this don't fucking put LPs out,
Yeah, exactly.
They release 7 inches. That's what they do.
Yeah. I mean, it's cheaper, and you squeeze as many songs as you can onto it.
I mean, there's a song on here called 19 Seconds.
Yeah, exactly. And it's awesome.
It's 19 seconds long.
Yeah.
And it ends with the classic, fuck you.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love it.
There's some good one-liners in this on this record for sure.
They really do it. They do it. They go for it.
Yeah.
They really.
Yeah. So actually, it's funny, Jeff, that you mentioned like having Mongo Stomp tattooed on your feet. I just remembered that their bass player, who is credited, which I love, he's credited as Dave Sausage.
Oh no.
Yes.
But that's not his actual name.
He wasn't. He's not. He wasn't born into the sausages.
The sausage family.
No.
Well, you got Dave Sausage, also known as Dave Walling, I think is his actual name. He started that really cool label 6 Feet Under Records. Which is another pretty influential American hardcore label who had Mongoloids on their label.
Oh,
so
word.
Like, they had Mongoloids, that Mother Mercy, Trash Talk, Cold World, a bunch of fucking killer bands. 6 Feet Under.
Oh wow.
6 Feet Under still going, still putting stuff out. But this is where I assume he kind of got a start. He was in a band before this, but like this was like the first like band that took off for him. He actually went on to join. He currently plays in Blacklisted.
Oh wow.
Oh no way. Wow.
Yeah, so like he fucking like he took this project and just he dove right into the hardcore scene. But yeah, I just remembered that like his label released Mongoloid, so that it makes sense. Like
that's awesome. And it all started with the Damtro.
I was going to say, it all started with the Damtro. But yeah, speaking of the other members, their vocalist, who he's credited as Robbie Red Cheeks. I fucking love it.
I love this.
The other guys it's their normal names, but Robbie Red Cheeks is the vocalist.
Robbie Red Cheeks, Johnny Sausage, and Bill.
Clearly, they wanted to be attached to this release.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, he actually ended up being in the scene a lot longer afterwards. Like I said, he started his own label, put out the Damage 2 release.
Like these names sound like the names of people who would threaten the life of the singer of Trapped.
Yeah, you read about it all. You're like, oh yeah, you should see Robbie Red Cheeks is gonna kill that dude.
Yeah. Dude is fucking with Mr. Red Cheeks and
oh no, he can't be talking to Dave Sausage.
I was gonna say Dave Sausage is gonna get in and handle it.
Yeah.
He's gonna grind him up. Sausage, get it, Sausage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you guys for listening to our podcast. That's all. See you. Bye.
Fuck. But yeah, so old Robbie Red Cheeks went on. He's apparently a really talented photographer.
It's like a folk hero.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Robbie Red Cheeks.
He went on to plant
Johnny
bushes across.
Fuck.
Oh, Robbie, I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me.
I know,
No, you're very.
They're from
Robbie Red Cheeks at Iron Raygun on Twitter.
Yeah, right.
He will find you. Charity boxing match. Put up or shut up.
I mean, if he'll beat up the dude from Trapped, I'll get in a fight with him.
You'll take one for the team.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, punch me in the mouth. Just punch him harder in the mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I love how sorry, I know this isn't.
No, it's fine.
No, it's fine.
I love how it's always like, yo, did you hear that? Like, so and so got in a fight with the dude from Trap, because nobody fucking knows that guy.
No one really knows his name. Yeah. No one wants to give him the credit or even knows his name.
Like Lord Ezek was like, yo, like, nobody has messaged me on this dude's behalf to be like, quit messing with her. Like, he's like, literally not a single Trap fan has messaged me and been like, hey, leave our guy alone. That's amazing.
All right, let's get back on track.
Okay.
So the final song, which is called "Fuck Trapped,"
yeah.
No, the final song is actually a cover song. I don't know if you guys realize this. Unless you did your research, you probably didn't, because so this is another little strange thing. The final song is a cover song by a band called Crud Is a Cult. They were a hardcore band from Philadelphia. Members went on to form. I'm super
into that name. Crud. Yeah, the band is called Crud Is a Cult.
Yeah.
Yes, Crud is a Cult.
That's awesome.
But yeah, members of that band, like, they were very short-lived, but they went on to form Ink and Dagger, who was a direct influence
such
of
a
the
great
last
band.
Yeah, the last band we listened to, The Dedication, always talked about Ink and Dagger being an influence for them.
They also like dressed up kind of like they like did the makeup shit too.
Yeah, it was like it was like performance art type stuff at times too.
Well, I'm saying The Dedication did it also, like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, like I said, that last song is a cover, and I when I was first listening to it, I hadn't done any research. I just tried to go in blind and listen to the record, and I was really surprised by the song. It like has that melodic kind of guitar intro, and it feels very different. I was like, this is a really strange way to end the record. I mean, I like the song, and now I know why. You know, it's a pretty straightforward cover. I ended up finding the original.
Which song is this? What's the name? What's the title?
Missionary Position.
Sorry. Yeah, Missionary Position.
This is the one where they're like, we're on top.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the original too is like over 2 minutes long, or a little over 2 minutes long, and this version's a minute and a half. So they sped it up a lot.
I was gonna say, other than speeding it up, it felt very pretty straightforward. They didn't make it too different.
Right.
Pretty straightforward cover. I just thought it was a weird choice for a cover. Like, who covers a basically unknown?
Are they from the same area, or?
Yeah, they're from the same area. Yeah. So I guess they're covering their friend, but it's just like, when you're gonna do I don't know. It's just like the original song was basically only available on a tape. It was like meant for an LP that was never recorded. The bands don't share members. Like, I don't know. I just got a little dumbfounded by that.
Yeah, it's a strange choice. Like,
yeah. It's a cool song though. Yeah, it's a cool song regardless. So maybe it's just one of those things like tapes pass around and why not try to cover this song?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. It's cool, but before we recorded this episode, Richie had asked me if this band was a straight edge band, and honestly, at first I didn't see it, but then I realized they put out a tape.
Yes.
That was it's a live tape at CBGB's for Edge Day 2000.
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah, so
they are 100% a straight edge band.
Mm-hmm.
But like I definitely didn't see it at first, but yes, they are, Richie.
Yeah. Well, like some of the lines in the songs, I'm like, are they? What do they mean by this? Are they straight edge bands? Like, this is very reminiscent of stuff I've heard in high school. So,
right,
very much. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, I enjoyed the record. I'm glad it's as short as it was. I don't think I could have handled an LP of this. I've kind of grown out of this kind of just straight up hardcore sound.
Right.
I could still enjoy it. Like I definitely enjoyed the record. Besides the vocals, I didn't love the vocals. But yeah, and I'll listen to this probably a little bit more. But like for me, I feel like they could fit in with like Terror or Backtrack. They could have fit in the mid 2010s. That this kind of sound is just kind of like, even though it's from 20 years ago, it's very prevalent today in the hardcore scene. Yeah. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know. Yeah,
it reminded me a lot of like that Youth Crew stuff,
absolutely.
like Gorilla Biscuits, Youth of Today. Like that's the vibe I got. I was like, immediately before I saw that they had that live recording at CBGB's, I'm like, oh, this sounds like a New York hardcore band all day long. And definitely still with some of like the one-liners, like, I'm sorry, I got to point it out, but on the fourth song, like, you fucking left me all alone, standing tall on my own. That breakdown is just like, what? But it's so just like, oh man, I could just picture people throwing down to that today.
Definitely. But yeah. So with this band, I really, this release, I really enjoyed the album artwork.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys did any. It's really cool. I love it a lot, and I looked it up, and it was done by a man named Linus Garces, I think is how you say his name. But he did art for AFI and American Nightmare as well.
I fucking thought so, man.
Yeah,
I
knew
was
it looked
looking
familiar.
at it, and I was like, this looks reminiscent of something. That's awesome.
So like, and it makes sense because both those bands were pretty active at the time. AFI was definitely still in their like hardcore phase back then. They hadn't released any of their.
I wonder if there's a Deathwish connection for that cat because of American Nightmare.
He's not. Well, I mean, I was gonna say I don't know. He's not in American Nightmare.
No. I'm saying he did art for them. And I don't know if Deathwish, like that's the connection. Like maybe they pointed them to him or connected him, or maybe he was already in the scene. I don't know.
I mean, probably. Yeah. I mean, that definitely. I mean. That's the thing about Deathwish is it like they tend to like cross pollinate a lot of stuff.
Dude, I feel like it would be super cool to do like an update on like where are they now on like album artists from 20 years ago. Like people who are like banging out a lot of like album art for these bands. Like it'd be cool to see like what those people are doing now. Like are they still artists? Are they I don't know.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a cool idea.
Like, I was going to say, like, obviously Jacob Bannon, who owns Deathwish, was doing art back then and doing art now. And but other than him, I can't really think of someone who's been doing it the whole time. So I might have to look into that. Honestly.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool. Maybe we'll do a sub episode on the artist of Deathwish. That'd be pretty fun.
Make a coffee book, a coffee table book.
That'd
exactly.
Be cool.
Well, do you guys have anything else to say about this record? That's basically all I got.
All right. Yeah. Enough about this. Have you guys seen the 1998 remake of Psycho?
Yes. The shot for shot one?
Yes. Starring Vince Vaughn and Hesh.
A long time ago.
I have seen it. Yes.
It's not shot for shot because when Anne Hesh dies, spoiler, she dies. She falls onto the floor and there's this weird like pan up shot from the ceiling looking down at her on her stomach. And her butthole is super visible.
And that's not in the original.
No, for a long.
There's no butthole in the original.
No.
You're telling me there's no butthole in the original?
No, for a long time, it is a lingering butthole shot, and I didn't know that. But I did some research, and apparently Anne Heche's butthole has a Twitter.
Oh my God.
But this is a big deal. Like I guess Kevin Smith talks about it extensively.
Jesus Christ.
Seth Rogen has discussed it on Twitter. But
is quarantine going okay for you?
Yeah, I
Jeff?
know, right? The Twitter rabbit hole you've gone down.
it wasn't a rabbit hole. It's just like that thing where like you stare into the abyss and it stares back.
You're waiting for it to say something, but it doesn't quite say what you want to say.
No.
Fucking Christ. All right. Well, hey.
How are you guys? What's been up with y'all?
Jeff, have you I know we fuck, I'm trying to get this back on track.
I know I'm just gonna follow some new stuff on Twitter tonight now, but that's about how I got going.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of
Anne Heche's butthole.
Enjoying new things. Have you been listening to anything fun recently? Richie. I'll go Richie first on this.
Okay. All right.
Oh man. What have I don't know. I'd have to check. I've been listening to this record a lot, actually. I was to like actually talk about this record a little bit more. Like I actually really enjoyed this, and like I plan on buying the 7-inch eventually. Just because
absolutely. You can find it on Discogs for like $5.
Yeah, it was super cheap. But other than that, no, I went down this like weird rabbit hole this week where I was just listening to like a lot of Youth of Today and Gorilla Biscuits because of this. And just like going on bike rides and listening to just New York hardcore music.
Right.
I actually went down the rabbit hole of watching a bunch of hardcore music videos like through Hate 56's channel and stuff like
so
that.
good.
Right.
And yeah, so like you were saying, Gorilla Biscuits, I was watching, I today just watched one of their sets from like, This Is Hardcore a couple of years ago. And then on Twitter, the Down to Nothing set from Sound and Fury a couple of years ago where he has the blonde hair. It's a pretty famous little hardcore video. I was watching that. That's honestly like, I've spent the last couple of days just watching a bunch of hardcore videos because this album got me hyped up on like hardcore shows.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
And there's actually there's one I go back to a bunch. It's the band Power Trip, and they're playing United Blood. I don't know, a couple years ago, and there's this dude. They start playing, and there's this dude in the front crowd, and he just immediately starts beating up everyone. One guy just knocking people, and he's just like. And I always like to show this video to people who don't really know what a hardcore show is like. I was like, this is
that's it. That's it.
This is it.
It's like that dude versus United. Remember that time that dude beat United Blood's ass?
He took on everyone.
Yeah, he fucked them up.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, that's all I've been doing the past couple of days is listening to the record we talked about and then watching a bunch of hardcore music videos, or live videos.
I have been listening to the new Fiona Apple record.
Oh man,
I've actually heard great things about that.
My wife and I were listening to that last night and today. It's
so good.
It's so good.
It's called
really good.
It's called Fetch the Bolt Cutters, and it's super fucking good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I also listened once to Usher's new song.
What?
Oh,
featuring Lil Jon and Ludacris.
Wait.
What year is this?
Wait.
What year is
it
this?
Came out. It's 2020. It came out April 10th.
Okay.
It's called Sex Beat. And I was let down by it, if I'm honest.
Bad sequel to that song, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. This one's called Yep.
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 No, yeah. Sex Beat, skip it. It's not that good. Long intro. Very long intro. Why would you do that on Spotify? That shows how out of touch those guys are.
Yeah, I was gonna say like this can't possibly compare to the other big Ludacris hit, Sex Room.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
Yes.
Oh, I love that one.
Yep.
Just describing his sex room.
Yep.
Just a great Richie, do your
Just hanging
homework.
out.
Listen to Ludacris.
I'm taking notes already.
And Hesh's butthole. Ludacris's sex room.
Yes. I've got a lot of homework to do tonight.
Yeah.
Pretty stoked on it.
Dude, as soon as we get done with this, I'm going to go find if Anne Hesh has ever talked about the fact that you can Dude, it was a mainstream movie in the fucking movie theater. Like,
I wonder who had the balls to actually ask her that interview question.
Right.
Did you know?
And she's gonna be like, and she just like pulls out a pistol and just just shoots him. Did you know?
Remember when Anne Hesh murdered that dude?
Remember when she murdered that interviewer?
Apparently, he was talking about her butthole.
Yeah. I remember when she murdered that performance in Psycho.
Whoa, got it. Speaking of murdering performances, our next episode is going to be about the Deathwish release episode 6.
My name is Jeremy. I'm really good at talking.
Deathwish release 6 by the band Jesus Eater.
Yeah.
And I think the record's just called Jesus Eater. Richie, have you ever heard of that band?
No, I'm going to check that out though.
So they were on the Fighting Music comp as well.
Okay.
And they feature the vocalist of Dag Nasty.
Right.
Oh, nice.
But they were honestly one of my standouts, favorites on that compilation. So I've been looking forward to this coming. I knew it was coming and I've been looking forward to it for a while. I'm super excited to get into it. That will be our next episode. Should be out within a couple of days of this one. So yeah,
Richie, thank you so much for being with us. And once again, you're in the band Articles currently.
Yes.
That's the only current project.
Only current project.
Cool.
At the
Articles.
moment. Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys for having me. This is awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I was just say, do you have any social media you want to share?
You could follow Articles just at Articles GNV on
Sick.
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the stuff.
Cool.
Definitely. Are you guys playing Fest?
Yeah, we are playing. Oh yeah, I'm so
yeah.
bad at this. Oh, yeah, we're playing Fest. Yeah, we're playing Fest next.
No, it's cool. We've kind of been talking about Fest the last couple episodes.
Yeah.
We've admitted a new hashtag. It's a hashtag fuckfest unless they get the HopeCon to play or something like that. I don't know, whatever. Anyways.
Yeah, you're
I don't know.
Fest too.
I definitely tweeted at them yesterday. I tweeted at the fest about the Hope conspiracy. They did not reply.
No, they would. I'm pretty sure Randy from Dikembe runs their Twitter, and he probably has never heard of that band.
Nor did they like or retweet.
I can't believe it.
There could be some stuff going on behind the scenes. So
I don't know if they got it or not. I'm very new to Twitter.
Yeah, we actually are talking about. It's months and months away, but we're talking about because I live in Gainesville and Jeff's going to be coming down because our band Machinist is playing. Mm-hmm. We're talking about potentially doing some fest themed stuff.
Oh, that's happening.
Cool.
Yeah, no like promises of like or no guarantees of like really cool interviews, but there are some Deathwish bands playing this year, so like we're gonna try.
Is Frameworks playing again?
There will be audio of us saying, hey, fucking you, hey, fucking come here, hey. Shut up, hot dog guy. Shut up.
That guy intimidates me sometimes.
He's so mean.
He's
so mean. Then he's nice, and you're like, all right.
I find myself panic ordering a lot from him because I'm like,
I'll take this. Do you want the fucking onions or not?
Yeah, exactly. Just like, just give me whatever you want, man. I'll pay for it. It's fine. I swear.
Yeah, I'll eat it.
These are great references for people who understand.
Yeah, exactly.
Come to Gainesville, eat the hot dog guy.
They're like, this is not the content I came for. Go back to Anne Hesh's butthole.
We need the Anne Hesh butthole. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can follow us, the podcast, on Instagram at Deathscography Pod. You can follow us on Twitter at Deathscography, on Facebook at Deathscography Pod. You can email us at deathscographypod@gmail.com. Please do all that.
Yeah.
I would love to hear some feedback about like what your thoughts on the records that we're listening to as well.
You guys should listen along as well. Like you can go to Wikipedia, you know what's coming next. You can listen to it ahead of time and be ready for what our hot takes on it so that you can have an opinion.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, like that way you could be like, well, I really like this record. And then we shit all over it.
Yeah.
It's funny that you say that because I know that As of right now, you're still putting out episodes and only the first episode's out, but I planned on doing that. So like I went through it. Yeah. Because I like stuff like that. I like following along as you go. And then you gotta, as a listener, it gives you something to look forward to.
Yeah.
So like, you're like, oh, I listened to the record they're going to talk about this week. Awesome. Yep. I have an opinion on it. Or you haven't. And it's like, oh wait, they talked this about it. Now I want to go check it out for myself.
Exactly.
So you win. It's a win-win no matter what. But you guys are doing an awesome thing here.
Shut up.
Thanks, Richie.
It's true.
Stop telling our secrets.
All right. You're being too nice. Come on. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Iron Ray Gun. I post a lot of pictures of my cat. I don't know. It's pretty fun. And Jeff?
Oh, I'm on Instagram at Despite Jeff. You can also follow Jeff Hill and the Car Bomb Sermon on Instagram. And I'm on Twitter newly. You can follow me there at Car Bomb Sermon. Thus far, it's been mostly pictures of delicious vegan food.
Nice. Nothing wrong with that.
I've eaten. And that is by far the most interacted with content that I have put on Twitter. Like, I'm like, yo, check out my music. Crickets. Yo, my band's doing this. Crickets. Yo, look at this vegan shit. Ah!
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, something I said on Twitter today was I referenced the fact that during this quarantine, I've gained a little bit of weight.
Yeah.
And I had some random dude that I don't even know. He hasn't tweeted in like 6 years. He tweets, he replies to the Twitter or the tweet, and he basically said something along the lines of, yeah, I've gained some weight if you count the 6 ounces that I gained on my dick. I was like, what the fuck?
You don't know who he is?
I don't know who it is.
Twitter's just like the dumpster of the internet. So
how would you gain 6
6 ounces of...
Was his name Johnny Sausage?
Oh shit, I should have put it together.
He knew what you were doing today. He's like, you're gonna talk shit about my fucking band? I'm gonna tell you about my dick weight.
It's
Whoa,
6 ounces more.
I'll stop everybody right now. Richie, what do you play in articles? What
I play guitar and I sing.
Okay.
Sort of.
Let's start the band Dick Weight right now.
Okay.
The 3 of us.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right.
I'm actually writing.
Coming out on Deathwish.
Yeah.
I'm actually writing down. I've been trying to think of album titles or episode titles, and definitely let me tell you about my dick weight.
Yes. Yes. Perfect.
That's the episode title, 100%.
Let me tell you about my dick. That's such clickbait. Dude, we're gonna get all the hits now. They're gonna be like,
why are we talking about this weird band?
Whoa, they're talking about their dick weight.
Came here for the dick weight. I got a hardcore 7-inch. What? Like,
God, dude, what a waste. Come on.
What a
all right.
Wait.
Well, this has been the Deathscography podcast, episode 5.
5 of 5.
Thank you for listening.
It's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Bye.
See ya.